Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teachers Do. Today I have with me Bianca.
It's been a long time.
Yes, it has. And today, well, ironically enough, on the day we're recording it was the premiere of me and Liana going over Adam Strange, the Man of Two Worlds. So Bianca and I are going to go over the other miniseries that I actually mentioned at the end of that video, Adam Strange Planet Heist. This is actually a story that's also very important at the time for the DC universe because it was one of the lead-ins to Infinite Crisis. That's the that was the big event, Crisis event. That was the sequel to Crisis on Infinite Earths.
One of those.
Yeah, one of those Crisis events. But yeah, written by Andy Diggle, who I don't know what he's done lately, but with incredible artwork by Pascal Ferry. So yeah, all right, Space Rangers, listen up. Playtime's over. It's time for you to start giving me some straight answers. I'm getting a little sick and tired of all this outer space baloney. Got an apartment block, looks like Godzilla used it for a piñata. And I got witness describe the perpetrator flying around with and I quote, a jetpack and ray guns. And now you're trying to tell me you didn't have nothing to do with it? Sorry, pal, but that horse ain't gonna run. And so why don't you cut the crap and tell me who you really are? For the 1000th time, I've already told you who I am. My name is Adam Strange, and I'm not insane. And how many times do I have to say it? I'm the protector of the planet Rann in the Alpha Centauri system. Yeah, I got it. Afraid that's a little out of our jurisdiction. Hold on a sec. Ah, jeez, where'd it go? Where'd it go? There we go. So I'm just changing the monitor windows. Yeah, out of our jurisdiction. Please, you have to listen to me. I don't know who is responsible for the attack. Maybe some kind of alien foe I fought in the past is out for revenge. I'm sure if you contacted the Justice League, sit down. I've been around, you know. You see a lot of freaky stuff in this job, and I've seen it all. And you want to know what I think? I think you're just another one of them wackos who likes nothing better than dressing up in a pair of tights and a gimmick, making life a misery for regular working Joes like me. Fruitcakes like you are 10 a penny in this town. We had this Sunday school teacher yesterday claim to be Wonder Woman. Personally, I don't think he had the legs for it. Oh, is he? No, I'm not going to go there. So here's what I want. I'm going to do. I'm going to give you one chance to tell me what the hell's going on around here. And if I don't like what I hear, then I'm telling the psych boys to drag you off to Arkham and throw away the key. Capiche? All right. One last time. From the beginning. I'm an archaeologist. It was years ago now. Digging Peru that I was first struck by a Zeta-Beam. Catherine Zeta who? The Zeta-Beam. An interstellar transportation device. Felt a sudden sense of rushing dislocation. In an instant, everything changed. I had no idea where I was, but I knew it wasn't Earth. The Zeta-Beam device had been designed by Rann's chief scientist, Sardas. Rann was dying, you see. They were good people, but reclusive, and the gene pool had deteriorated over the centuries. They needed new blood, and with machines having long tended to their every need or whim, they'd forgotten how to defend themselves. In time, I became Rann's champion. Sardas' daughter, Alana, is the most beautiful woman in all the galaxies. The moment I first saw her, something inside me changed. For the first time, I was whole. Yep, she looks great there, doesn't she?
She looks amazing.
Yeah.
I love her style.
She felt the same. We married and she bore us a daughter, Aliyah, the first natural birth on Rann in decades. Life was good. At first, the effects of the Zeta-Beam would eventually wear off, and I would fade back to Earth. But it was never long before the next scheduled beam returned me to my adopted homeworld and the loving arms of my family. And they all lived happily ever after. That's a beautiful story. Has a real, verisimilitude. So how about you skip to the part where all of a sudden you're a drunken bum and with a pile of rubble where his apartment block used to be, huh? I was coming to that. Look, all I'm asking for you to do is hear me out. Just 1 hour of your time. All right, 1 hour, and then it's head shrinking time. So you were playing happy families on planet X. Then what? Began spending less and less time on Earth. Sardas eventually learned how to make the effects of the Zeta-Beam permanent. I could stay, That was fine and just fine by me. Last time he did that, it drove you nuts, Adam, and you beat the crap out of him. That's what Leon and I went over. And there was nothing left for me on Earth anymore. So I made one last trip back to set my affairs in order. You did that too and ended up having an affair with your wife. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
There was precious little to leave behind. Just a lifetime's worth of clutter and useless artifacts. Don't forget your family, or what's left of it, which is just your sister. Sorry. So much of it rightfully ignores that other mini, but the fact that it's repeating certain beats of it just drives me nuts.
Gosh dang. I'm sorry.
The irony of it, I was finally ready to say goodbye to my homeworld forever. But the Zeta-Beam scheduled to return me to Rann never arrived, nor did the next one. Or the next. I checked and rechecked my coordinates, the time, the dates, everything. No good. Something was wrong. Decided to return to Gotham. I have some influential friends who just agreed to try to find out what had happened. For weeks, I heard nothing. And then 6 months ago, there was a knock at the door. Cal, good to see you. Come on in. So, listen, thanks again for agreeing to look in on Rann for me. So what's the story? Stardust Beamer misbehaving again? I hope you helped him get it fixed. I'm going crazy, missing Ali and Leah. Adam, so sorry. I'm afraid you need to prepare yourself for some bad news. There was nothing anyone can do. By the time I got there, what is it? What happened? Tell me! Rann's primary star, it went supernova. There was no warning, no time to evacuate. By the time I got there, it was already too late. The entire planetary system had been vaporized. There's nothing left, Adam. Rann's gone. But Alana and Ilea, you got them out, didn't you? You got them out of there before. I scoured the entire system. There was nobody. The heat, the shockwave, it would have been instantaneous. They wouldn't have felt the same. Adam, I'm so sorry. If there's anything I could do, oh my God. No, it's not true. You're lying. Why are you lying to me? Adam, you know I never. Liar! Get out! Get out of my house! But of course he wasn't lying. He couldn't, even if he wanted to. I'd lost them. My wife, my daughter, everyone I knew there. Gone. Once before I thought I'd lost Alana, and the grief almost killed me. But my daughter had given me a reason to live. Kind of true. But now to take them both, to have them both taken from me so cruelly, it was more than I could bear. And I did something I'd never done before. Something that's always been alien to me. I gave up. I had nothing. No money, no job. Already alienated what few friends I had left. And every night as I tried my damnedest to lose myself at the bottom of a bottle, a single thought gnawed at me like a hungry rat. Should have been there. Should have died with them. Every night. Till tonight. Adam Strange? I'm Detective Millen, the Detective Raymond, 3rd Precinct. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Leave me alone. Whatever it is, I don't know anything about it. That's interesting. So you're telling us you don't know someone just blew up your apartment block? And you don't know we found a photo of you wearing a Halloween costume in the rubble? What? And so what do you think? And he just some no-account loser blew the gas main to get a little attention? That's me. He's got some kind of Superman complex. Last thought of a dying planet and all that. You believe he claims to be close brother friends with the JLA? Sure he is. They must be drawn to his heroic aura of cheap whiskey and body odor. I don't know. Truth is, I honestly can't tell if he's a genuine wacko or just some schmo looking for a Hollywood deal. Figures he can cop an insanity plea. Whatever. I figure he's the shrink's problem now. We got enough crime to be dealing with right now here on planet Earth. Got that right. So, in other words, so wait a minute. Wait a second. So, what is the order? Oh, no, never mind. Louise, put a call through to the psych assessor's office at Arkham, will ya? Tell them we deliver. I tried being reasonable. Tried doing things the Earth's way. And it's no damn good. Whoever attacked my apartment building is still out there, hunting me. Okay, Buzz Lightyear, prepare for blast off. Your rocket ship awaits you. Time to regain the initiative. Hey! Sorry, fellas, but it's time I figure out what's going on around here. And I don't need you poor fools getting caught in the crossfire. Oh my God. I knew it. I knew it couldn't be true. The Zeta-Beam, it's coming for me. And hold on, Alana, I'm coming. I'm coming home. Adam Strange, you're going nowhere, monkey boy. It's him, all right. He's practically glowing with Zeta radiation. Who are you? What do you want? Missed you at the apartment, but you can't hide from a Zeta tracker. No, sir. So what do you say you and me get a little better acquainted, huh? We got lots to talk about. Word is you're quite the big cheese on Rann, and we want to know what happened to the place. So start talking. Supernova. Don't give me that. That nova was all faked up. Rann disappeared before the star blew. So tell me what you did with it, unless you want to take the fast way down. What are you, insane? Why would you think I'm asking a question here, Pinky. One chance. One chance. You want me to catch you? You better wise up and spill the beans. You're not the only one who knows something about aerial combat, alien. And I've just about had it with you. Rawr! That's a nice jetpack. I'll take it. Rawr! Out of control, thrashing like a rattlesnake, trying to throw me loose. Gotta get this strap fastened before made it. Well, what do we do here? Hidden backup blasters. Let's see if they work. Looks like I'm back in business. Now to get some answers. And I think I know just where to start. Assuming I live that long. So how is that for the start?
I think it was great. Oh, I loved it so much. Superman was great too.
Yeah, well, what do you think about Adam?
He needs some tea.
But right off the bat, you see, this is one of the reasons why I hate the Tom King, the way they handled Adam so badly. It doesn't understand Adam at all.
I didn't read it. I wouldn't know.
It was a mouthpiece for Tom King. Basically, he treats Adam like he's in it for the glory, the attention. No! His family comes first, especially the bullshit where he gives up his own daughter for a truce treaty, and all that stuff, and sell out Earth. He might not care for Earth anymore, but he wouldn't sell it out.
Oh. Did Tristan like it? I don't remember.
Yes, she loved it. But she liked Alana more than Adam, which, fair enough. Alana actually was handled very well there.
Mm.
That was one of the few things I would say. Alana was handled very well. Yeah, lost in space. Yeah, the Lex airship is flying through, and then they're like, oh, I love this. Fun. Lex, yeah. Roger that, and good one. We'll see if we can get a visual over. So what do you think, kids? Long johns? Yeah, right. Listen, just because it's my first time flying the big city route doesn't mean that I just fell off the back of the hay truck, you know? $20 say it's a flock of seagulls. Whoa! Oh my God, that was... Did you? Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are now beginning our final approach to Goodwin International Airport. If you look out of the left side of the aircraft, you should be able to see the city's famous Wayne Tower, while those of you on the right can catch one hell of a show. You owe me $20, kids. I love writing like this, where they're just so used to this stuff. And again, the fact that this captain's just so chilled about it.
That's how you can tell he's experienced.
You owe me $20, kid. Welcome to Gotham City. That is just so good. Like, the guy's like, yeah, right, I wasn't. Holy! Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how the captain just casually said, if you look to your left, you'll see Wayne Tower. You look to the right, you'll get one hell of a show. Don't you miss writing like that?
I mean, I still see writing like that.
Yeah, but not more frequently, I mean.
For DC specifically?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't even...
Yeah, we don't even pay attention much to the people's point of view that often, unless they're chastising the heroes.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
6 warheads. But yeah, he's flying away from a bunch of warheads, shooting at them. But of course, unfortunately, though, they learn, which means that every time one of them gets destroyed, the rest get smarter. I like that.
Smarter.
Yep, they paid us to take you alive, monkey boy. But that was before you killed my boyfriend. Uh-oh. Life works for me. But yep, so he's just putting up a good action. Just look at the artwork. Isn't this beautiful?
Yes, I love it. It almost looks like a pastel kind of look.
It does. Kind of ironic up. The guy's called Pascal Fury and Ferry.
That's hilarious.
Unfortunately, then, oh nuts! 2 birds, 1 stone. The Zeta-Beamer looks like Rann in design, but what's it doing in the hands of a 2-bit bounty hunter? Stinking Earth monkey, figured you for a pushover. They told us you didn't have no powers. Who did? Who gave you the Zeta-Beam device? What do you know about the Rann supernova? Tell me! Mission compromised. Auto-destruct sequence activated. Suit reactor will auto-destruct in T-1 minute. Why, that two-faced sneaky son of a... It's a double-cross. They must have rigged my armor. Don't want me to talk. Who? Who sent you? Talk, damn it. First, get me out of this thing. My legs are trapped in here. It's gonna blow. The ejection housing's bent out of shape. It won't budge. Please, Earthman. You gotta help me. We didn't mean nothing by trying to kill you. I swear. You can't just leave me here to die here like some Durlon in a dung heap. T-minus 30 seconds. Listen, future reactor. It'll detonate in downtown Gotham like a mini nuke. No time. All right, listen to me. Is your plasma drive still operational? Thrusters are online, but my avions are all shot to hell. Why? Forget about the avion. Just fire up and let me do the steering. You're the boss, Pinky. So what's your plan to get me out of here? You had your chance to talk. Now it's time to make your peace. Hey, wait a second. We had a deal. Sorry, nothing personal. Oh, that's gruesome.
Why'd you do that, Robert? So rude.
It's so gruesome and yet not. It's gory, but yet not gory. That's what I like about artwork like this.
It's gory, but not gory.
No, as in, look, you see part of the guy's face and everything, but it's not. It's so bright and everything, and you're not seeing all the hyper details. It's not hyper gory, is what I mean. But now he's starting to wonder, like, I already, no answers, only more questions. Can my wife and daughter still beat? I already know but I already know the answer. I know it. They're alive somewhere out there, waiting for me. Just hold on, baby. I'm coming. So yeah, they're chit-chatting, but like, they were flew up on a jetpack. Jetpacks? They were tracking my Zeta radiation signature. Must have been enough Rannian artifacts in my apartment to give them a false positive before they finally locked onto me. Looks like they had an anger management issue. Somebody faked the destruction of Rann. Somebody else sent killers after me to find out why. Somebody with access to Zeta-Beam technology. So first, I'm going to find my family. Then I'm going to find out who's behind all this. And then I'm going to make them pay. There's nothing left for me here but junk, apart from one final homecoming gift from Stardust. I just hope the hidden vault behind the refrigerator survived the blast. Oh, yeah. Well, if we learn from Indiana Jones, hey, fridge can survive nukes. Power cell, charge, life support, nominal, flight control online, all systems green for EVA. Now it's time to kiss off this backwater dirtball once and for all. Freeze, bubblehead, hands in the air, trying any supervillain crap, and I'll ventilate that pretty little suit of yours. Well, what do you know? Holographic heads-up display, real-time threat assessment, and targeting priority reticels slave directly to the blaster scope. Drop the guns, please. I don't want to hurt you. Stardust's been having fun. Wait a second. This is the same slippery son of a bitch put Nolan and Raymond in the infirmary tonight. Take him down. Stun shots. I'm playing nice. Ah! Let's see about this guy back at the precinct, okay? We'd never hear the end of it. They're not used to guys of his caliber. The Zeta-Beamer I took off the alien thug looks like Stardust's work, all right. It's the only clue I have left to this little mystery in space. Ha! Referencing a classic DC book. So long, Earth. You'll get along just fine without me. Line of sight to Alpha Centauri. Next stop, Rann space. Stand by to Zeta-Beam. Matter transport in 3, 2, 1. Can only pray those bounty hunters were telling the truth. I'll be beaming myself into the path of an exploding supernova. Famous last words. The scale of destruction is imaginable. Where's the Alpha Centauri star system used to be? There's now only an expanded shell of superheated plasma. Warning, external temperatures 15,000 degrees Kelvin and rising. Warning, radiation 1 million millisieverts and rising, exceeding lethal threshold. Electrostatic shields at maximum. Warning, incoming cancer. Collision alert. Warning, warning, warning. And planetary debris. I have to keep telling myself there were uninhabited planets in the system too. It's not Ron. It's not Ron. The cooling system starts screaming. Can't be much longer before the soup melts. A dozen different hazard alarms merge together into a continuous wall of sound. I shut them off and keep heading for the core. I only need a few more seconds to... There. At first, I assumed the sensor must be malfunctioning. Zeta radiation scales are off, and rate levels are off the scale. The stellar remnants, the debris, everything in the system is pulsating with Zeta, almost as if they were beamed here. Don't give me that. The Nova's all faked up. Ron disappeared before the star blew. If it's true, it can only be one explanation that makes sense. Whoever did this was covering their track. Somebody stole the planet. All right, time to get the hell out of here before barbecue arrives. Zeta-Beam matter transport in 5 seconds. 4, 3. Warning, system overheating malfunction. Okay, now I'm in trouble.
You should be. Because I'm coming after you.
Misery in space. Alana! Hey. Okay, it's okay, honey. It was just a dream. Everything's fine. You're home. God, it was so real. It was horrible. I thought I lost you. Both of you. No such luck, tough guy. You promised to take a certain little someone to the Xeno Zoo today. Daddy, getting up time. Gotta go see the animals. Oh, in good time, little bouncer. Daddy just needs to wake up first. Hey, look, what's wrong with the sun? Oh my God. Please no. Not again. Ah! Just a dream. No, not a dream. Hallucination. How long have I been out here? Days or weeks? The suit recycles my air and waste, designed to keep me alive for years if necessary. And not for the first time I wonder if the radiation will kill me before I inevitably go insane. Maybe too late for that already. Seeing things can't be real. Wings spread wide, swooping down towards me like a hawk. Ooh! Carl's Nats to Command RA. Green Commander, we've detected a humanoid drifting in the remains of the Rann system. Alive? Barely. He's slipping in and out of consciousness. Rannian. The EPA says it looks like Ryan has died, but the creature's genetic structure doesn't correlate, and we're reading traces of fossil fuel particles in its lung. Looks like a primitive. By the devil. What is it, Commander? I know this man. Bring him aboard. I want him alive for questioning.
Is that Hot Girl?
Well, I will double check. It's been a while since I've gone through all of... Nope, it's definitely not.
Okay, because the outfit's so similar.
It's not Hawk Girl, it's not Hawk Woman. It's just another Sanagarian.
There's a Hawk Woman?
Yes. Am
Am
I dreaming right now? No. I'm Wing Commander Shire and Valkyr of the Sanagarian Imperial Fleet, and you are aboard the battle cruiser. Let me actually double check. Actually, hold on. Nope, definitely not the same one. Oh no, definitely not. In fact, if this is who I think is, she's pretty kooky.
Kooky?
Yep. Then
what does that mean?
Cuckoo.
Uh-oh.
Then I guess I owe you my thanks. I don't know how much longer I would have lasted out there. Hours at best. You were in the terminal stages of heat exposure and advanced radiation sickness. Our physicians have cured you of it, although you may feel weak for a few days yet. Weaker than usual, I should say. Well, thanks again. My name is I Know Who You Are, Earthman. Adam Strange, Defender of Rann. In which endeavor you do not appear to have been entirely successful, to say the least. We'll see. I'm here to find out what happened to Rann, as am I. Suspicions have fallen upon Sanagar as being somehow responsible for this cataclysm, as if it would benefit an empire to destroy a worthless rock. Your flight suit and effects will be returned to you in due course. Your transport device is being repaired. While you figure out how to reverse engineer it, no doubt. Your people have been after Stardust Zeta-Beam technology for years, haven't they? If we had wanted it, we'd have simply taken it. We could have stopped, and who could have stopped us? You? I need some clothes. No, the ship's doctors insist you need bed rest for the duration of clothes. Or would you prefer me to walk around your ship naked? Now, there's a question. Master engineer reporting as ordered, Wing Commander. The human was carrying this, but I don't understand. It looks just like I know what I know what it is. The question is, can you hide this inside it? The pinhole frequency trackable up to 1 trillion parsecs in real space. Such craftsmanship, the miniaturization, I've never seen the likes. I'll begin work on it at once, Wing Commander. Do so and be swift. He'll be wanting it back. So she's trying to place a tracking device on it, in other words.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh. And do you never sleep, Earthman? I grant you access to the astronav database against my better judgment. I didn't expect you to become a permanent resident here. I've been running spectrographic analysis of the Nova remnant. And just as I suspected, the molecular composition doesn't match any of Rann's 3 stars. What are you suggesting? The Sanagarian ship of the line has idly blundered into the wrong star system? Not at all. I'm saying somebody swapped star systems. Ridiculous. You soaked up a lot of high-energy protons out there. I think they may have addled your wits. The science doesn't lie. See for yourself. There's only 1 star in your astronav database that exactly matches the composition of the Nova remnant. TK421. Ha! Star Wars reference! TK421, why aren't you at your post? TK421, why don't you copy? A final stage supermassive red giant, the Hydra Nebula. Don't you see? It was ready to explode. If you meant what you said about wanting to find out what really happened to Rann, this is where we have to go. But Commander, the Hydra Nebula is on the other side of the galaxy. It seems clear to me that this Earthman is trying to send you on a fool's errand. I'm afraid I don't follow your reasoning, Counselor Thrall. Why would he? To deflect attention from his own guilt, of course. Surely we can spare a single scout ship to investigate. I've heard quite enough, Wing Commander. If you wish to retain your command, you will place the Earthman under imperial arrest and bring him before the High Council with all necessary speed. The Guardians of Oa and their agents are no more. The Interstellar, but this is still during the point before Green Lantern Rebirth.
Okay.
Right, the interstellar community is looking to us to take a leadership position on this matter. Let the galaxy see the Earthman's face and face Sanagarian justice before his execution. Damn. Earthman, we have orders to secure you. Then let me up here if you have to. I have work to do. Okay, wait a second. I just know those cuffs aren't for me. We've been cooped up in this flying cage with no action for 6 months now. So, and by all means, try to resist. Please. Hey, come on, guys. Do I look that stupid? Now that you mention it. That was a rhetorical question, bird braid. Security, detachment to Flyway 94. The human's trying to escape. Fling those energy weapons and you'll breach the hull. Blades only. No weapons. No weapon. Shuttle base too heavily guarded. Only one way to find out of here. Gotta find my Zeta-Beamer. Each wing is a surgical blade. I need only shrug to flick your head clean off. I do so enjoy the thrill of the hunt, and I always get my man. Thanagar. Not my first time here, and I didn't think I could like this place any less. Guess I was wrong. And welcome home, Wing Commander. We have much to discuss, but time is short, and we have the Earth creature's trial to prepare for. Will I be required to attend, Counselor? Oh, and I should think so, Sherry Valker. After all, you're defending him. Adam Strange of Earth, you stand accused of an act of stellar genocide, namely the destruction of the Rann system and all sentient life there. How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty? I do not intend to dignify this farce by answering that question. This is nothing more than a show trial to further your own political career, Thrall, and everyone here knows it. Let the record show defendant refusal to plead guilty. Let the persecution come and begin. Tell me, Earthman, where were you when you first received word that Rann had been base arrived? I don't believe it was, if I'm right, and I pray that I am, someone stole Rann's entire star system, beamed it away and replaced it with a supernova to cover their tracks. Indeed. And you have a single shred of evidence to support this preposterous assertion? I was attacked on Earth by 2 alien bounty hunters. They claimed the Nova was fake, that Rann disappeared before the Nova struck. They thought I might know what had happened to it. And where are these bounty hunters now? They're dead. I see. How convenient. Wing Commander, were the Raptor sensors able to identify any trace of Rann remains in the system? No, my lord. And would you expect to find any identifiable remains of a planet which had been engulfed by a supernova? No, my lord. Very well. The defender's argument is deemed pure conjecture and shall therefore be disregarded. Proceed. Adam Strange, you are aware of the device known as the Zeta-Beam, are you not? Of course I am. It's what brought me to Rann. And you know the inventor of this device? I married his daughter. Indeed. Now, you said yourself that the supernova remnants bear the Zeta radiation signature, and you were carrying a Zeta beam device with you when you were found drifting at the scene of the crime, were you not? Yes. Yes. That's quite a coincidence, isn't it? What more evidence do we need? No further questions, my lord. Hey, now, wait a second. Listen to me. You got this all wrong. Faculty, tell them about the Red Giant. Valkyr? The defense rests, my lord. Adam Strange, it is the judgment of the High Council of Sanagar that you be guilty of the charge of stellar genocide. You will hence be taken from this chamber to a place of execution where, in accordance with the ancient tradition of your own world, your head will be taken from your body. Is there anything you wish to say before sentence is carried out? Yeah, this isn't over. Don't even know why they bother with a trial. It was always going to come to this. A worthy performance, sure, Valkyr, and one you will be rewarded for. I must admit, you raised some eyebrows in the past with your unorthodox spiritual beliefs, but today you have proven yourself a true Sanagarian. Excuse me, Counselor. Shire Valkyr? Proceed with the execution. On your knees, Earthman! Never cut off a human head before. You bleed red like real people. Take these shackles off first and you can try to find out. What do you say, good citizen? Shall we show the Terran Generant the meaning of Sanagarian justice? Kill him! Kill him! Kill him! This is fun, isn't it?
Kill him, kill him, kill him. This is so much fun.
No, I'm saying this whole book, I mean.
I know.
Goodbye, Earthman. And that is, what I meant to say was, damn. Well now, just look at you. Kneeling, shackled, bloody and defiant to the last. Just my type. You know you're the first human ever to see the inside of my little love nest, Adam Strange. I'm just sorry I didn't have time to issue a more formal invitation. Talk about out of the frying pan. Listen, Sherry and Valkyr, that's twice now you've saved my life. And I don't mean to sound ungrateful or anything, but do you mind if I ask why? Isn't it obvious? Perhaps I finally learned to appreciate the appeal of the Earth's primitive. Then you've got a pretty odd way of showing it. You didn't exactly go out of your way to defend me when I was on a trial for my life back there. All business, aren't we? And I had such plans for you. You know as well as I do that the trial is just for show. Had I made an enemy of the High Counselor Thrall, I would simply have died alongside you. As far as he's concerned, your only use is in helping him build a popular power base. He has no interest in finding out what really happened to your adopted homeworld. And you do? We have nothing to hide. I am proud of my empire, and it would not see its reputation tarnished by petty politics. Scapegoating an alien plays well to the crowd, but in the eyes of the wider galactic community, it's only compounds Sanagar's apparent guilt in the destruction of Rann. Here, your flight suit and matter transmitter. Take them. If your wife still lives, find her. If not, do not rest until you have found those responsible and bring them to justice, or bring justice to them. I guess I misjudged you, Wing Commander. I don't know what to say except, thank you. I won't forget it. Stand by Zeta-Beam matter transport in 3, 2, 1. You won't live long enough to forget it, you pathetic vermin. My master will make sure of that. If my hunch is right, the Rann supernova originated here as a supermass red giant designated TK421, which would indeed appear to be missing from the system. Residual Zeta-Beam radiations, too. Looks like I'm on the right track. Somebody teleported this unstable star into Rann's system moments before it blew. But who and why? And more important, where's Rann? Nothing left here but an old stellar research station. If I didn't know better, I'd say this place could almost be Rannian design itself. Just like the Zeta-Beam device I took off those 2 bounty hunters back on Earth. Curiouser and curiouser. Strange and stranger. Traveling light, and he's made of light. Faster. The other changes. Coming. He's coming. But Who's coming? When are they coming? The visions are getting stronger, but it's not an exact science. You can't expect her to just, we've waited long enough. And Seer, we need answers, not riddles. He's here. Place looks abandoned. Minimal life support. Emergency power only. No lights, no gravity. There's air at least. What happened here? Who sent you, human? Ugh, sealed in here. Jetpack's useless. No room to maneuver. She's fast, and the wings give her an advantage. Even weightless. Huh? But it looks like she doesn't know the first rule of zero gravity night fighting. It's all about momentum. Blam, blam. Right. Now listen up, gargoyle. In the past week, I've been shot at, blown up, thrown in prison cell, and almost had my head cut off. And to top it all off, somebody vaporized my family's entire star system. So guess what? I'm not exactly in the best of moods. Now we can either carry on trying to kill each other, or we can start talking and figure out just what the hell's going on around here. So what do you say? I say you talk a lot of sense for a guy with a fin on his head. Lose the blaster, and he's not so tough. Easy, Harpus. I told you to disarm the guy, not fillet him. Who are you anyway? My name's Adam Strange. Strange and Stranger. He's the one. Hey, I heard of you. Hero Rann, right? Tough call what happened to the place. Now listen, if you know anything about the disappearance of Rann, I'm warning you, better share it right now. Hey, cool your jets. That's there, Red. You got the wrong end of the shtick. And you got some stones too, if you think you could take the Omega Men single-handed. The Omega Men? You're supposed to be some kind of terrorist outfit operating out of the Vega system. What are you doing all the way out here? When we're the good guys, you're supposed to call us freedom fighters, Red. Remember that, and we'll all get along just ginger peachy. Name's Tiger, but you can call me Sir. Just kidding. But this here brute, Doc, Elu, Arton, Seer, Celestial, Dark Flea, and Chantel, and Vondel. Harpus, you met already. And what are you doing skulking around an abandoned stellar research station? Needed a place to lie low for one thing. The Spider Guild got it into their heads that we gravity bombed one of their flesh farms. And did you? Well, yeah, but that ain't the point. We did it to Spring Seer, didn't we? Strange, yes, but stranger yet to come. She's a psychic, a precog. The spiders wanted to clone her brain tissue, see? Trying to corner the futures market. And I guess you could say, wait, you're telling me she can predict the future? Yeah, she gets these flashes. Visions, I guess you call them. Mostly they're scrambled up like an Ornellian omelet. But what she's had up to say so far backs up what we've been hearing all over the sector. Namely, something's coming. Something bad. Every race has their own legend of the end of the universe. Heat, death, Ragnarok, so many names. And so many names. The end of all things. The Omega event. Seer says it's coming. And soon. And whatever it is coming down the pike, she reckons this place has something to do with it. That's why we're here. To stop it. She told us to hole up and wait for someone. Ooh, you. Strange and stranger, she kept saying. 6 months we've been waiting. And then you arrive, Adam Strange. I don't suppose anybody expected her to be quite so literal. I don't understand. I don't know anything about this so-called Omega event. I'm just trying to find my family. Well, it's a long story. Hey, bring it on, Red. What else are we going to do for chuckles around here? It's that or tic-tac-toe. Chayar Valkyrie, Wing Commander, Sangarian Imperial Fleet. Biometric scannings approved. Intrusion countermeasures and standing down. On what word of the quest? I hope you came to tell me you finally located the means of my deliverance, Valkyrie, for your sake. Soon, my lord. We are so close now. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, my patience grows thin, even as my own hunger devours me. I have sucked the marrow from the very fabric of creation and bestrode the galaxies like a god, only to be cast out, rendered a shadow, insubstantial as the meager starlight that sustains me. I would feed again. I cannot abide this incorporeality. Patience, Majesty. The High Council does not suspect my true allegiance, yet the eyes of the galaxy are still upon us. To act overtly now would only draw the attention of those who would move against you. Let them. Who may withstand my power? None, my lord. You are the devourer, the endpoint, and yet Even you have been delayed in your great purpose by the meddlings of mortal insects before now. Abide but a little longer, and the Earthman shall be the unwitting means of your deliverance. Even now he scours the galaxy for the planet Rann, and when he finds it, you shall be made whole again. Oh, no, Valkyr, so much more than that. I shall be made whole, and you shall stand by my side, you and all the faithful. Majesty. And quite the one for speechifying, isn't he? Show some respect. The temple of the Lufia of the Lufej, Durlan. He is your master. Yes, perhaps, but respect is like loyalty. It costs, and so far you've only paid for the latter. Then that will have to suffice. You know what to do. And how do I know this device won't scatter my atoms halfway across the galaxy? We were able to duplicate it before it fell into the Earthman's hand. This one is identical in every respect. It never would have fallen into his hands if you'd hired me in the first place instead of those two bumbling fools. What's done is past. We have a future to conquer. How long have I been asleep? Just a couple of hours. I'm sorry. I know you could use more, but there's something we think you should see. My head's still spinning. Everything you've told me, it's all too much to take in. Do you mind if I ask you something? I'm sorry if it's too personal, but, well, you told us your family's still alive out there somewhere. And I can understand how you want to believe it, but how can you be so certain? I mean, forgive me for asking, but how do you know Ron wasn't, let me ask you something, Doc. Have you ever been in love? Yes. Yes, I have. Then you know the answer. Thank you, Adam Strange, and good luck. Hey, Red, glad you could join us. Sorry to mess with your beauty sleep, but I figured we'd done enough sitting around on our asses already. Doc said you had something to show me. Right in here. So listen, when we first came aboard this place, the reactor was ready to blow. We managed to shut it down with minutes to spare, but things were looking a little antsy for a while there. Anyhow, it got me wondering, why would someone deliberately set the reactor to overload? I figured maybe there was something here that they were trying to get rid of, something they didn't want anyone to find. So we went over every inch of the station, checked every rivet and every bulkhead. And the one thing that still got us scratching our heads is this. My God, is it some kind of containment chamber? Beats me. Seal turned in a vegan vapor worm's ass in a vacuum. We tried cutting our way in with a plasma lace. Ace didn't even put a scratch on it. Whatever it's made of, I ain't never seen the like. Presumably you tried hacking the access controls on Arten. Yes, indeed. It was the first thing we tried, but unfortunately the system would seem to be quantum encrypted. All but laughed at us. We figured you're the big mystery man. Maybe you might have a clue what's in there. Your guess is as good as mine, although something tells me this could be whether our missions intersect. Let me try something. I'm no computer whiz, but back on Rann, I had ambassador level security clearance. Back on Rann? What the hell use is that to us all the way out here? Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. And Doc, bring Seer and meet us at the engineering dock. Red just cracked our little nest egg. That's great. Hey, news. I'm on my way. Here, boss wants us downstairs. And downstairs, Seer. Drugged up to the eyeballs as usual. If you actually had eyeballs, I mean. Huh? What was that? A short circuit or? Hello? Anybody in there? Brute, if that's you funning around, I'm warning you. Hello? Please, no! I should point out, do you know what a Durlan is?
No.
Basically, a Durlan is a shapeshifter. Chameleon boy and girl of the Legion of Superheroes are Durlans. Sorry. Something funny. A friend of mine just DM'd me a photo of a place called the Owl Court. He said, "Damn, bro, they ain't even hiding anymore." Okay, that's cute. The Court of Owls ain't even trying anymore. Oh yeah. Wait, how many? 3 more issues. Okay, don't tell me. It's a better mousetrap, right? According to the data logs, Tiger, it would appear to be something called an Omega Beam device. Omega Beam. Omega Event. Omega Man. Anyone else just get goosebumps? If I'm understanding this correctly, and I think I am, it's some kind of modified Zeta-Beam technology, but orders of magnitude more powerful than anything I've seen before. So is this some kind of teleport device? Yes, I'm saying this thing is to teleport. The teleport is what a neutron star is to a pocket flashlight, Arton. It draws its powers from zero-point energy, fueled by the very fabric of space and time itself. Whoa there, Red. I'm still on page 1 here. Let's just for a moment pretend I don't know nothing about zeta beams and 0 point whatever. Just dumb it down a little for the heart of thinking here, huh? All right, look, traditional teleporter is strictly short range, yes? Usually ship the surface or translunar at best, whereas the range of a zeta beam is interplanetary, intergalactic. Yowza, right. No, now with this new omega beam configuration drawing on an infinite power source, there's literally no limit to the scale of what it could transport. In theory, in theory, you could beam an entire star system across the universe into another universe if need be. All right, so this contraption works by converting matter into energy, transmitting it, and then changing it back again, yeah? So what happens if you don't bother with that last bit? What if you don't change it back? Matter into a pure energy on a galactic scale, good God, it would be the most lethal weapon ever created. I think I just figured out why the reactor this place was wired to self-destruct when we first came aboard. Somebody didn't want this technology falling into the wrong hand, but you stopped the countdown. Oh no. Proximity alert, all hands to battle station. Oh, rats. Spider Guild swarm fleet just dropped out of subliminal and attack formation. Stand by to repel borders. Is there no limit to the but yeah, basically these Spider Guild are ready to attack because they want that weapon. Get a hustle on, Red. We gotta blow this MacGuffin before these lousy bugs get their claws on it. Not yet. I need to search these data logs first. There must be some clue as to who built this device and what they did was wrong. I'm staying too. I can scan files 17.896 billion times faster than the human, and every second count. It's your funeral, Arton. I'm restarting the reactor countdown. Warning, reactor core overload initiated. 5 minutes to thermonuclear event threshold. Tiger the Brute, get everyone down to the main hangar and power up the weaponry. We're moving out. Roger that, boss. So, yep, they're just trying to read up through everything, and they're inside. Energy and force fields maintaining atmospheric integrity, but not for much longer. Another 4 minutes, and it won't make any difference. Everyone fall back to the ship. We're going to blast our way out of here. Oh, my. All right. So, yeah. Whoa. So, yeah, putting up a good fight, and behind us, more of them. You're nuts. They'll tear you anew. It's all right, Brute. My force field is stronger than anything these killing machines can throw at us, and I can expand at will. Elu's plugged up in the bottle. Let's move! Everyone onto the ship. We have to get out of here. Not without Tiger. All right, what are you waiting for, Doc? We got a situation here. Is your comm unit busted or something? I'm sorry, what's happening? Did the Earthman find something? Later for the recap. We got to get out of here. Damn it, she's out cold. She's heavily sedated. The visions were just becoming too much for her. She's too heavy to carry. Here, hook her up to this drip feed. And there, what is it? Basically some type of something to wake her back up. Just to see if I need to wake her up or what's that? Lights smelling in my ears. Dance, everybody, dance to the light. Dance this way to the hangar deck, you crazy witch. Come on, Doc, give me a hand with her. Right with you, Tiger. Aww. There's the real Doc. This can't be right. It looks like the Omega Beam device has only been used twice. Once to move the star, and then to beam just a single person. So if Rann was stolen first, there must be a second device out there somewhere. Unless the planet was simply vaporized by the resulting nova, of course. Don't say that! Well, why does everyone say that? This is my family we're talking about, goddammit! I'm sorry, it's just... This is my last chance to find them, and I'm out of time. You're right. I'm sorry. If it's any consolation, 9 of my submines are speed filtering the Omega Beam's transport logs to calculate the final destination. Too late! They're all over us! Move, Arden! Get yourself to your ship! Just a few moments more. Hello, get aboard! We can't hold off any longer! You don't have to tell me, Trice. Arden, you read me? Grab the Earthman! Haul ass! We gotta punch right out of here right now! Don't wait for us, damn it! All right, Brute, fire it up! Let's go! Everybody, hang on to something! Full power! Made it and made it. Made it. Not yet, we haven't. Evasive. Target all weapons on that ship and fire. As commanded, and Strand, Captain. It's now or never, robot. Just give me the star system. Yes, it's Maltus. There she blows, and she's taking the swarm fleet with her. But Arton, why did he have to stay behind? Do what he was doing. So does Strange. Listen, let's just make damn sure they didn't fall for nothing. Omega Man, this is M Strange, and I have a friend of yours with me. Well, I'll be a son of a Red. How many lives you got Earth types get anyway? Permission to come aboard, Captain? As long as you remember to wipe your feet. Not a problem. I need concern myself until I acquire a new body, I fear. Hey, what's the hurry, Arden? I say we just fit you as purse handles, and what do you know? You're the latest must-have fashion accessory. They say it's Maltus. They say it's the most overpopulated planet in the galaxy, which would make it the perfect place to hide. The Wern's also the headquarters of a new breed of privatized law enforcement. The galaxy is changing, Commissioner, and with the new orders comes a new alliances. I had hoped we could put our past differences behind us. Well, I'm afraid I simply do not understand your reticence in this matter as a fully paid-up subscriber to Legion. Legion, Legion. The Spider Guild naturally expects your full cooperation. These so-called Omega Men are wanted for acts of murder, economic terrorism in every star system to which Legion offers its services, while the Earthman Adam Strange was duly sentenced to execution by the High Council of Sanagar for an act of stellar genocide. I'm sure I need not remind you, Ambassador, that Legion shares no extradition treaty with Sanagar, but the Spider Guild does. And since the Earthman in question is also wanted for theft of 30 octillion tons of hydrogen fusion material, let's just call it a star, shall we? As well as the destruction of entire swarm fleet, I would say that renders your point somewhat moot. I suppose it does. For what it's worth, I've already issued an all point on the fugitives in question. But respect, Ambassador, I don't appreciate being told how to run my organization. Even if they are foolish enough to come to Maltus, as you suspect, you should understand I am in no way honor-bound to hand them over to you. So be it. Although we must demand the safe return of our kidnapped test subject. But I warn you, do not underestimate these extremist commissioners. Oh, I wouldn't worry about that, Commissioner. They're not as smart as they think they are. Yeah, this guy is basically another brainiac descendant.
Didn't even know there could be descendants.
Oh, yeah, there are. Hey, why isn't this Brainiac 5 in the Legion of Superheroes?
I didn't know they were related.
Well, they are. Citizens of Maltus. Have you basically? They're all wanted. Everything. I don't like it anymore. This is crazy, Red. We're marked men, and here we are strolling into the right into the lion's den. I don't like it any more than you do, Tiger. But somebody used that Omega device to beam themselves here to Maltus. So if we're going to find out what happened to Rann and how it ties into this Omega event you predicted, then we just have to risk it. Your Omega men should keep your heads down aboard the ship. As soon as the Zeta Tracker leads me to our mystery man, I'll call you in. And just don't take all day about it. We faked enough docking permits in our time to get us planetside. But if Legion springs a portside inspection on us, things are liable to turn rock and roll in a hurry. I hear you. Whatever happens, just don't. Wait, something's on the tracker. He's moving. All right, give us your location and we'll come pick you up. Can't talk. Gotta fly. Whoever's inside it, he's saturated with Zeta radiation. Hold it. Power down and pull over. Ah! So much for the polite approach. Why do people always want to do things the hard way? Driving like a madman. And hey, learn to fly, you alien schmuck. He's lost control. Eject, you fool. This man gets himself killed, never get any answers. Never find Rann. Open up! Never see my wife and daughter again. Come on, move! All right, you reckless maniac. Enough of this cat and mouse game. I've chased you halfway across the galaxy. Now I want some answers. I'm sorry. I thought you were one of them. Oh my God. Sardath?
Sardath?
Bum, bum, bum!
Skidoo.
Yep. Almost done here. We got a few more issues. Looks like the suspect fled the scene, Commissioner Dox. Eyewitness describes an Earth-type humanoid wearing a red flight suit and jetpack. Sounds like a Rann suspect, all right. Locked down a 50-block radius. Sky traffic and Trump transit sewers, the works. Nothing gets in or out. And with a systematic sweep of every cubic meter from foundation to stratosphere, gene scan every dust mot. Draft in a 2nd battalion if you have to. Yes, sir. If he still has access to matter transport technology, we're as good as lost him. If not, he's mine. Thanks for waiting for us to get here, Red. It's cop crazy. Rest of the crew's lying low on the ship. So is this the fellow who set the space station to self-destruct? You don't look like much. Tell me what you just tell them what you just told me. But how do I know if I can tell them? I'm not Stardust, at least not the original one. I'm one of his clones, but he was the one behind it all. The Omega Beam, the supernova, hiding Rann, it was all Stardust. Well, what do you know? I guess that leaves a 64 million cred question. Who the frag is Stardust? He's Alana's father. Don't you think he'd have told me what he was planning? But there was no time. There was too much at stake. He was afraid you were being watched. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you more, but he only gave me as many pieces of the puzzle I needed to carry out my part of the plan. We were clones, and we clones were the only ones he felt he could trust. But I've made such a terrible mess of it. The hell with yourself, Biddy. Just tell me one thing. Where is Rann? Here's the coordinate. The coordinates are encoded in this data disk. Your Zeta-Beam module should be able to decode it. Please, just promise you'll take me with you. New data input, processing, coordinates accepted. All systems screened for Zeta-Beam matter transport. I can't believe it. I found them. Alana and Aliyah. I'm going to be with them again. Everything's moving so fast. I never dared to allow myself even a moment of doubt. But now that I'm right at the edge of it all, I'm actually afraid. Isn't it funny? But I mean, what if when I get there, what if they're not there? What if they didn't make it? Take it easy, Red. We're in this together. Whatever it is that's out there waiting for you, just remember you got the Omega Man watching your back. And that may be so, but the question is, who's watching yours? Doc, you gone stone crazy on us? Red's on our side. You got it all wrong, pal. Please, you gotta put it down. I don't think so. You've all been so insufferably self-righteous. It's going to be a toughie deciding which one of you to kill first, but all in good time. First, I'll take that Zeta-Beamer if you don't mind. My employer at the rendezvous was Rann, and I'd hate to be late. Oh no, I knew I shouldn't have come here. I should have died on the station, but I was too weak, too afraid, and now the entire universe hangs in the balance, and it's all my fault. But it's not too late to put things right. No, Hill. Murderer! What's wrong with you maniac? You don't have to kill it. It didn't have to kill him. Strange, he's one of ours. Then let us deal with him. Mother of God. Holy frag, it ain't Doc. It's a Durlin spy. Blasters no use. How do we kill it? Tiger, how do we? At last, Ron's coordinates. That's the easiest millions I've ever earned. It's true what they say. If you want the job done right, hire a professional. Yeah? What? Ah! And Tiger, you still breathing? Talk to me. Okay, I'm okay, buddy. Oh, you won. Frag, I locked my gun in there. How the hell are we going to get the Earthman? Yeah! Out! I'll tear you apart for that, Adam Strange! I'm not going anywhere, monster. Give me your best shot. Whoa, slick move, Red. Hope you sent the son of a bitch somewhere he'll feel at home, like, say, the Starlight Penal Colony, or I don't know, Apocalypse. I didn't have time to calculate a new target destination, so I just pulled an old one out of the nav memory, namely the Rann supernova. Somehow I don't think I'll have long enough to admire his new tan. This one's dead. This one's dead. Damn it all to hell. How many more innocent people have to get caught in the crossfire before? Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized. If Doc wasn't really Doc, he must have already been. I can't help but feel responsible for dragging you all into this. Hey, nobody drags the Omega Men nowhere, Red. We do our own dragging. Doc was a good soldier, good friend, but he weren't the first of us to die fighting for what he believed in, and he sure as hell won't be the last. Then let's end this. There she is, right where we left her. If you figure this little gizmo of yours pack enough juice to flip all of us around, it'll be pushing the limits on what a beamer this small is capable of. But yes, I think it should be possible. The quorums are all set. Then what are we waiting for? Let's fire her up and skip the happy ending. Wait a second. Something don't smell right here. Holocloak, disengage. What the? And freeze! Hands in the air! We are Legion, and you are surrounded, and are authorized to use terminal force. All right, this is your only warning. Drop your weapons and step away from the matter transmitter, or you will be vaporized. Oh boy, just when you're sick of the day couldn't get any worse. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Now, much as it pains me to belabor the obvious, you're under arrest. And lost it? What do you mean you lost it? Forgive me, Wing Commander, but the Durlan spies' tracer telemetry was cut off at the start. We tracked him from the Hydra Nebula to Maltus, and from there into the remains of the Rann system. Perhaps incinerated by the Nova remnant. At least that means we won't need to be worrying about wagging tongues. What of the Earthman? We still have him on Maltus, Wing Commander. If he jumps, inform me immediately. If the Durlan's RAS report reacted, I believe we may be about to enter the endgame. Meanwhile, bring the Zeta-Beam generator full power and make the ship ready for transport. The moment the Earthman leads us to Rann, we strike. No, please, no, I beg you, no more. Or forgive me, Lord Lufiedge. I did not realize you were feeding. What weak rule is this, Valkyr? Political dissidents, my lord. They will not be missed. I trust you find them satisfactory. Paltry, pathetic, powerless. I begin to suspect it is your wish that I remain diminished. My lord, nothing could be further from the truth. Our crew is handpicked from the very elite of the devoted. Any one of us would gladly lay down his life to grant you but a moment's sustenance, myself included. Fine words, but perhaps it is time we put them to the test. Shall I empty you, Valkyr, or merely sip a little upon your soul? As you will, my master. No, not yet. You will lead this dance. Led this dance, but a little longer. Perhaps it is indeed my destiny to meet you. Perhaps it was in the hand of fate itself that led you to find my consciousness adrift in the void and offer me the means of my becoming. But make no mistake, with or without your assistance, this universe will end by my hand. Well, what do you know? If it ain't the high and mighty Prill Docs. Really impressed with yourself, ain't ya? So what's with all the robots? Legion too cheap to pay for actual flesh and blood mercenary these days? Troy's final order, without question. For one thing, such as the order to vaporize you if you so much as twitch in the general direction of the Earthman's Zeta-Beam device. Or make a move for that micro grenade you have hidden in your belt buckle. Suppose you know my inside leg measurements too. It's on file. Before this gets out of hand, Doc, just listen to me. I can only imagine what you've been told, but you have to believe those charges against me were completely fabricated. This isn't what it looks like. Is that so? Because what it looks like is a wanted interstellar fugitive, duly convicted of genocide, no less, in league with a notorious terrorist organization carrying the dead body of what looks suspiciously to me like Rann's chief scientist. But don't tell me. Let me guess. I'm sure it's all just some terrible misunderstanding. Yes? These things invariably are. So if you'll all just step aboard the Securipod, we could continue this conversation back on the interrogation block. I'm sure your shipmates are eager for you to join them. I'm afraid we can't do that. Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. It was not a request. I am here in person as a diplomatic courtesy to you, Adam Strange, and to the planets which you until recently represented. But if you think that courtesy extends to my entering into some kind of debt with you right here on this landing platform over the question of your relative innocence or guilt, you are gravely mistaken. This star system subscribes to the jurisdiction of the licensed extra-governmental interstellar operative network, and you are under arrest. Step on the Securipod now. I know I can't honestly expect you to believe anything I say right now, but believe this. I'm too close to give up now. So be it, Earthman. I had hoped to avoid any unpleasantries, but I am perfectly willing to do this the hard way. For you, that is. Legionnaire, secure the suspect's matter transmitter. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Oh, and why is that? I wonder because you need it for a quick getaway? No, because it's booby-trapped. Is it now? Interesting. Keep talking. How do you think I destroyed the Rann system? It's child's play to Zeta-Beam a few thousand kilos of antimatter material into the core of the main sequence star. If anyone so much as touches the device without my authorized gene print, it'll do the same to this planet. And there I was thinking you've been set up all along. I'm no fool, man. I calculate 96.7% probability you're bluffing. And then call it. I've got nothing left to lose. How many people live here? 600 billion? Don't worry, it'll be quick. So, and they won't even have time to scream when the planet cracks open like an egg. What's up, Docs? Got your tongue? Now, Tiger and Brat, to me. Oh, yo, that's open fire. Hold fire. I knew it, but you don't get away that easily, Earthman. Like, wham, I'm coming with you. Like, well. Looks like we got ourselves a gatecrasher. Not so cocky without your robo goons to back you up. So what do you say we settle this man-to-man, Cologne? Let's not. Doom. Stun shots. Don't worry, they'll serve their time. With a few extra years added on for attempted flight from custody. You always were a ruthless one, Doc. But you need to put the blasters down. Shooting me won't get you home again. Oh, I suppose that rather depends on what exactly where we still alive. But who? Oh, Adam? Honey?
Oh no.
So they're on Rann. Alana, easy, Tiger. It's the third sunrise. You've been sleeping for almost 20 hours straight. So I guess after last night, you probably needed it. I was afraid maybe it was all a dream. Finding Rann again. Finding you. I swear, baby, whatever happens, I'll never leave you again. Why
is she wearing a bathing suit?
Yeah, for all we know, it could be Iranian culture to not do it naked, for all we know.
They can just cover her up then.
I know. My Earthman, I missed you so much. Well, I think I got my energy back, and I still got 6 months worth of catching up to do. Oh, Adam Strange. Whoops! Daddy, you're awake! Hey, Leah, pumpkin, you got so big. I miss you, Daddy, but Mom always said you were coming back, and you did. Mom was right. Oh, don't you know, little Leia? Mom's always right. Aww. Pardon me for interrupting, Madam, but Stardust requests Master Strange presence in the main conference room. It can wait. But with all due respect, sir, he did rather stress the urgency of, let him wait. Are you sure? Father feels he owes you an explanation. Boy, does he ever. But I fought my way across the universe to find you both again. And right now that I'm here, I'm not the defender of Rann anymore. Right now, I'm just Dad. I'm just Adam, your husband. Right now, it's just us. Did you notice there wasn't a single star Did you notice there wasn't a single star in the sky last night? I'd say we're in a universe not our own. I guess that puts us a little out of your jurisdiction, huh? It's intolerable. I shouldn't even be here. Maybe we shouldn't have jumped. And maybe you shouldn't have jumped to the Zeta-Beam, Brainiac. What did you call me? Gentlemen, thank you for waiting. Although it hardly seems necessary to point out that not all of you were invited here. Stardust, right? You're the head honcho around here. I figured about time you told us what the frag's going on. Quite so. I think you all deserve some answer. Not least my son-in-law here, Adam Strange. You know me, Stardust. I'm a pretty open-minded guy, and I've always trusted you in the past. But to let me believe my family was dead, all I can say is it better be good. Actually, it's quite the opposite. I'm afraid it's just about as bad as things can get. Let us start at the beginning, or rather the end. Every race has its own legend of the end of the universe, and its own name for those responsible. On Earth, some call him Satan. Elsewhere, he is worshipped as the Devourer, or the Lufiage, the Eater of Light. To us, he is known simply as Starbreaker, as in the DC villain, older than all creation, and in all probability the most powerful being in our universe. In eons past, he has laid waste to entire galactic clusters. Nothing can withstand him. He cannot be destroyed. Although he was once vanquished, albeit temporarily, by a league of Earth's mightiest heroes, drained of energy, by the Justice League International or Europe, either one. With the blah-ha-ha era, drained of energy, his physical form dispersed. He was rendered an incorporeal spirit, a disembodied force of evil, hungered, adrift in the void, wherein Wing Commander Shira Valkyr of Sanagar's Imperial Fleet discovered him. She had been searching, you see, a death cultist who worships Starbreaker as the ultimate force in the universe. Valkyr considers herself the herald of the Life-Edge. She believes in her divine role to usher in the end of all things. Valkyr? A death cultist? She believes she will stand as her master's right hand in the creation that is to follow. She is mistaken. She could not act too openly, of course. While the Starbreaker cult has been tolerated on Sanagar as nothing more than a harmless superstition, the High Council would not have hesitated to execute her had they suspected her true intention. This is all well and good and all, but you mind telling me what it had to do with you faking up a supernova? Isn't it obvious? Stormbreaker is an energy vampire. Sanagar spies had told Valkyrie my latest refinement of the Zeta-Beam technology, the Omega Beam, capable of transporting the unseekable quantities of matter by converting it into energy and back. And so it was she believed she had finally found the means of Starbreaker's delivery. For the Omega device, Starbreaker would be able to convert all matter in the universe into pure energy and beam it into himself. He would literally become the universe, and in doing so, extinguish all life in the blink of the eye. The Omega Vent! Holy frag! This creep doesn't pussyfoot around, does he? And so it was that Valkyrie dispatched 2 bounty hunters to Rann to steal the Omega Beam technology. Fortunately, they were rank amateurs and bungled the job. What they stole was not the Omega device, but a traditional Zeta-Beam module. Alas, the Omega Beam technology could not be uninvented. The genie could never be put back in the bottle, and I knew Valkyrie agents would soon return to seize it, by force if necessary. The fate of the universe itself was at stake, and I myself had unwillingly endangered it. Even had you been here, Adam, you would have been powerless to defend us from the might of Starbreaker. There was no time for equivation. I had to act swiftly. And so in other words, he transported it to this where they're at to avoid it and make it look like it was destroyed. So basically, while you couldn't put it back in the bottle, it would make it seem like it was lost forever. I think I've heard enough, if you'll excuse me. Hey, what's his problem? It's always just one question, Sardos. Why didn't you tell me? My son, I'm so sorry. It was pure chance that you were on Earth at the time. You can't imagine how it felt to betray you like that, to see my daughter and granddaughter pine for you. But surely you can appreciate what was at stake. I swear, I always planned to come back for you as soon as the threat had passed. I wanted desperately to get word to you, my love, but the Sanaganians know you only too well as the defender of Rann. Father was terrified that Valkyrie's agents would somehow follow you here. I could only thank you and thank the power that instead you defeated them. But you don't understand. Shia Valkyrie, I met her. She saved me on Sanagar. I didn't know why at first, but oh my God, all this time, she's been tracking me. Crow's nest and command higher. Zeta jump complete. Wing commander. We seem to have astronavigated system malfunction. No, wait. It's just that by the 7 devils, there are simply no stars here. So they're in a pocket dimension.
Oh, no.
So basically, it's a place where the only thing that exists is the Rann star system. And tell me this interminable pursuit is over, Valkyrie. Tell me you've discovered Rann. We are entering the system even as we speak, my lord. The foolish Earthman led us straight to it. As you suspected, the coward Stardust hid the planet in an empty universe. Okay, it was another universe, I should say. Except for Rann and his son, there's nothing here. No stars, no planetary system, no witnesses. Rann is weak, defenseless, yours for the taking, and with it the Omega device. For too long I have hid it in the shadows, Valkyrie. Now comes the time of my becoming, my ascension. First I shall devour Rann's sons, and then I murder the planet. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's going to consume the 7 suns. Step away from the Omega device, Brildox. You know, these Rann and security systems really are pathetically easy to override. No wonder they need to recruit their defenders from off-world. A candidate for Legion subscription, if I ever saw one. I'm warning you, Brildox and Dox. I don't want to kill you, but I will. Believe me. Oh, I believe you. But if you people think I can stand alone against the Starbreaker, you're even more deluded than I. As he transports himself out of there, saving his own skin. Damn it! What did that coward do to the control? Cops. Never one around when you need one, huh? Hey, wait a second. Who turned out the light? The main sun. It's dimming. But how? It's him. He's here. Starbreaker. He'll absorb every iota of energy from our suns to empower himself. Whereupon he'll doubtlessly turn his attention to us, assuming the planet hasn't already frozen solid. Jeez Louise. Well, on the upside, I guess things really can't get any worse at this point. Alert, we have a Sanagarian warship inbound on an attack heading. Stand by to defend the city. Me and my big fat and big furry mouse. Stardust, we have to get out of here. Beam Rann back to the safety of our own universe and leave Starbreaker stranded in this one. It's our only chance, except Valkyr. She must have duplicated the Zeta-Beam technology to get here. If we're to trap them here, first we need to destroy that ship. That sounds like my department. Tiger, right behind you, Red. About time we got back to kicking some ass. Alana, I'm sorry. I swore I'd never leave you again. Go. Do what you do. Defend Rann. I love you. Always. Cute. But you got any stripes? This don't really suit my coloring. And Stardust's latest design. Combat flight suit. Power light armor, integral plasma cannon, inertialess maneuvering. We'll need it all. All right, gentlemen, let's take the air. It's time to show these death-loving fascists what the men of Rann are made of. They're being torn to pieces. It's no good. They need me out there. I'm suiting up. No, I need you here, Alana. Our orbit is shifting as the sun's diminished. We need to recalculate these Omega Beam equations. But first, Adam's Zeta Beamer. Valkyrie must have hidden some kind of tracer inside of it. You're right. Let's see her try to track us now. I don't think that'll be necessary. After all, the Astro Assault was just a diversion. My, the illustrious Alana Strange, I presume. I've been just dying to meet you. Last issue.
Oh, 8. That's weird. I mean,
know,
at least it's even.
It's still even, but hey, it's a good. It gave it more than enough space to tell the story.
True.
Unleashed at last, finally, an end to this cursed incorporeality. But only 3 little stars to quench the thirst that would devour the universe. Yet it will suffice to empower me for what it must be done. Already I feel myself becoming greater, more powerful, more real. And now, where did they put that planet? So yeah, big fight ensuing and everything as they're all just kicking ass. But then, the Legion Assault Fleet. They brought the rest, and they brought the rest of the Omega Men. You sound surprised to see me, Earthman. You know as well as I do that if the Starbreaker acquires Rann's Omega Beam technology, our entire universe will cease to exist. Did you unleash and not realize I programmed the device to beam me back with reinforcements? Just what kind of coward do you take me for? Bravo, Doc. That makes 0 sense. Why would he just ditch him knowing that he's going to get someone to end the universe?
Logic.
Yep. I'm Baron Collis of the Dark Stars. Real Docs told us the situation looks grave. Order your men to concentrate on the remaining Sanagarian wingmen. The 3 of us can handle the warship.
No, it's the Canadians.
No, she's mine. You 3 are the heaviest hitters we have. Make for the shrinking sun. We need you to hold off the Starbreaker as long as you can, whatever it takes. So they head on out. So yeah, Bro Dog said these humans may be even less mentally developed than I thought. Legion, flagship the fleet, move to intercept the Starbreaker, but do not engage. Diversionary tactics only. We need to buy this planet some time. So yeah, they're fighting them all off as they're dealing with all of them. He beams inside, intruder in the reactor chamber. He blows up their ship, of course. Holy frag, you did it, Red. 1 man against a battlecruiser. Ain't never seen anything like it. That was the easy part. But there's no time for complacency. Starbreaker's on its way. I should have known. But yeah, realizes, they're attacking the lab. And yeah, they're ready to, you've lost, Valkyr. In less than 2 minutes, the Omega Beam device will sort this entire planet into a safe new location in our own universe. And there's not a damn thing you could do about it. Then I would say you have outlived your usefulness, Stardust of Rann. Stardust, move! Doom! The Earthman, bring me his head. No time for subtlety. Hard light plasma cannon. Like, a word of advice, Earthman. Next time you shoot a Sanagarian warrior, shoot to kill. Now power down your weapon. Alana, don't listen to her, Adam. She'll kill us all. She's right, If you want to save the universe, you have to shoot me. But to do it, you'll have to blast your way through your precious wife. Just do it, Adam. You have to do it. Please, for Aliyah, for our daughter. Damn you, Valkyr, you twisted psychopaths. Yeah, and they sacrifice. The Dark Stars sacrifice their lives to try and stop the Starbreaker. And Brodox orders them to fall back to Rann. It's working. He is weakening, utilizing their suits. I knew you Earthmen were weak. But even I never thought they'd stand by and watch their own universe die just to spare themselves the emotional anguish of putting down some milk-fed Ronnie and Sal. That's my man you're talking about. Show some respect, bitch! To the hell with you! Alana, down! Perhaps I can't stop the countdown, but perhaps it's not too late to alter the destination coordinates. Step away from the console, Valkyr. I won't ask twice. Still playing the noble hero, Earthman. How utterly pathetic. Do you know what I think? I think the only reason you're still offering me a fighting chance is that you don't have what it takes to shoot a woman in the back. Damn! I do. Damn!
Dang, she is cuckoo.
No, she was cuckoo, not Alana.
I didn't say Alana.
But anyway, the guy, he sacrifices himself, but then counts down as it activates and they transport. What? Where is it? No!
Dracula, no!
Tell me it worked. It worked. We're back in our own universe, while the Starbreaker was left behind the dead dimension. And with that, I think it's high time I destroyed the Turn of the Vice once and for all. Not yet, Stardust. First, and there's the small matter of 30 octillion tons of supernova plasma expanding out from what used to be the Alpha Centauri system. I'd appreciate if you could say beam it away before it hits Earth in about 4 years' time. My dear boy, of course. Things have been so frantic lately. There's invariably some small minor detail that slipped my mind. Let's see now. A cubic light year ought to catch everything. Now, let's just check what we've... Wait a minute. I don't understand. What's wrong? Our coordinates. We haven't materialized in the correct location. Valkyr must have somehow altered our target location. But where... May the power preserve us. We're in the Polaris system. Sanagar. Damn her. She knew they'd call our sudden appearance here an invasion and retaliate. Her people have always wanted war with Rann, and this just gives them the excuse they've been looking for. Even in death, she managed to get the last laugh. Grenade! Adam, are you all right? I'm fine, but the Omega Fight is destroyed. I fear we may be here to stay. But that's not the worst. See here? Rann's gravitational pull will distort the delicate balance of the solar system. According to my calculations, the additional mass will create a slingshot effect, saying the planet Sanic are hurtling towards the sun. My God, Valkyr thought she was killing us, and instead she doomed her own homeworld. But the Omega device is gone. What can we do? What else? Save as many as we can. I'm damned if I'll let an entire planet burn because of me. Adam, you can't possibly blame yourself for what she did. Need a hand, Red? The Omega Men are waiting for you. It seems we will need every ship at our disposal. Even the special circumstances, I suppose Lucian can see fit to extend the amnesty of these Omegan outlaws until the crisis had passed, at least. Then what are we waiting for? Let's get word to anyone who's answered the call. We've got another planet to save. This would lead into the Rann-Sanagar war. But how was that?
That was awesome. My first Phantom Strange story.
Yeah. Now, besides the artwork, what did you like best? Like, with the story, what did you like best?
I guess the whole finding his family thing was super nice.
Yeah. I gotta say, it was a good mystery.
Yeah. I was thinking they were fake for a little bit.
No, those were never fake. Yeah. But now the artwork, chef kiss perfection. Pascal Ferry is so great with his artwork. And him doing it beginning the end, he doesn't usually. There are times where he had to get fill-in artists. But I think because it was a miniseries, they allowed it. But the fact that this story was given the perfect lengths to breathe. It didn't feel too rushed. It didn't feel too long. It felt just right.
I agree.
And Starbreaker, great use of a powerful villain. And Adam's fight, you really felt for him. And then by the end of it all, well, at least it ends on a cliffhanger, but still a great story nonetheless.
Exactly, I agree. I had so much fun with this run. I definitely loved the werewolf-looking guy, Chewbacca, whatever.
Tiger.
It's such a weird thing. His name is Tiger, and he asked for stripes, and I'm like, you don't look like no tiger, though.
No, it's Tigor.
Tigor.
Tiggor.
T-I-double-G-R.
Got or.
Or.
Tigor. But again, just this is still my favorite Adam Strange story. This is what I feel is like the definitive Adam Strange story that you could show people. It explains everything. You don't need to know much of the past stories to understand it, and it's a great Avenger beginning to end.
Yes, I agree. Take that, Tom King. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, that's all we got on this one. Thank you for joining me, Bianca. And
Yeah.
on the next one. Take care.
Bye.